Hello, Turf community, and thanks for the opportunity to talk about mentorship for a few minutes. The core concept is you can't mentor yourself, whatever you're going to call it. So the goal is to surround yourself with an abundance of counselors who can give you the valuable guidance in your life, right? Where in your life? The reality is it's everywhere. Everywhere that's important to you. In your marriage and relationships, in your workout, fitness, diet plans, in your career also. Back to the terminology. It is less important what you call this person than that you have them. In fact, here's pro tip number one. Because a good mentor, what they're really doing is they're giving you a gift. So call them the most honoring thing that you can think of. People often ask, do I need a mentor just for this thing, or do I need a mentor for my entire life? Good question. I prefer to think of them more like inner circle mentors and outer circle mentors. Let me explain for a moment. Inner circle mentors are going to be for those lifelong ventures that we hold so dear. Things like our relationships or our spirituality, those two things come to mind. You're going to really invite these people into the innermost parts of your life, in your thoughts, and in your heart. And this requires both a good bit of time as well as a good bit of courage. And this is your inner circle of mentors over time. The second component is the outer circle mentors, who I think of as more of invaluable contributors to some of the transactional components of your life. Let's make this actionable now, right? So what are some things that I can do when searching for a mentor? I'm going to give you a couple of things. First of all, search for what I'll call life experience, right? The reality is you can only take someone as far as you've been able and willing to go yourself. So that means you need to find mentors who have gone further than you have in that part of your life that you're looking for mentorship for. Secondly, you should be searching for somebody who has their own mentorship story, right? And I'm not talking about people who collect mentees, right? There is that certain person who kind of takes pride in how many people they're mentoring. What I'm talking about is people who have themselves been mentored. Because as I mentioned before, there really is this energy that comes from, I realize the benefits that I've received from people looking after me and investing in my life. And that's really where the energy comes from and the motivation comes from in wanting to give it back. And then finally, time and willingness. This can be one of the more elusive components of finding a great mentor. The act of mentorship just flat out takes a lot of time. Mentorship is itself an act of looking forward. Here's what I've got coming at me. The value of mentorship is often realized only looking backwards. So this takes time. So you're ultimately asking for time and investment from your mentor. This is probably the area where it really takes a fleshing out of can we coordinate schedules? Is this person willing to find the time, whether it's weekly or monthly or sometimes even annually, to invest in my life? This time component ends up being a third major component. So as you're looking for your mentors, life experience, probe on their own mentorship story, and then start to understand if they're willing and able to spend the time on you. If you keep those three things in mind, you're likely to find a great mentor.